Hello gentlemen, today I'm going to break down 5 different routes you can start using to beat man coverage. Now there's more than 5 routes in the game that can beat man coverage obviously, but these 5 that I'm going to talk about are more common. You're going to find these in stock plays or they're even in your hot routes and you can use those on any given play. So I just wanted to point that out. Now let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to demo this out of halfback angle. This is trips tight end in the Patriots playbook. The play is not really that important. There's just a reason I'm using this play. And we'll go against, cover 2 man. And the reason I'm going to do cover 2 man is by default, they're in shade down, shade inside. And that's the most aggressive form of man. It's going to jam the absolute crap out of these receivers. And it's, I would say, the best version of man this year. Although there's ways to beat it. And I'm going to show you that right now. So the first route is going to be a halfback angle. There's no order of these routes. Like I wouldn't say one is necessarily better than the other. But the reason I'm including halfback angle, even though it's not a hot route or something that's found in every formation, is because if you play mutt, you might want to consider getting a running back apprentice simply for this route. So I think Franco has it right now, and it's just insanely good. So let's go ahead and we'll just snap the ball. You're going to see he just completely fries this shaded down man. Now, this does come with a caveat. When you're playing an actual game, the guy who's manned up to the running back is oftentimes the user. So this can be irrelevant, but it's a really good route in general that's worth implementing. Even though that can be the user, as you can see, completely fries. I know that's Ty Montgomery. He has pretty good route running, but it doesn't really matter. You can put anyone there and he's going to fry. The next route is going to be a halfback option route, and this is one that's accessible in your hot routes. You just hit Y, RB for your running back, and then LT, that's your option route. And the way the option route works, for those of you who are just new to football or new to Madden, is against man coverage, he's going to basically become that out route. You see how there's like that faded line that goes horizontally. That means he's going to break and run to the sideline against man coverage. And then usually against zone, he's going to sit down kind of right where you see the that little hitch coming down at the 25-yard line. So that's how the option route works, and this year it's really good against man coverage. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned yet is that I would say none of these routes will win 100% of the time, so you can't just blind throw them against man coverage, but they're really good at beating man. So like right here, he gets bagged. And I would say shaded down man is the best way of taking the option route. But in general, like he can win. So like right here, he helps on the, so right here, boom. Not the best pass lead by Mac there. But as you can see, he did gain that separation. Let's do it again. Helps on the defensive end. Gets out. And that's how it should look when you run this route successfully. And for the final route from our running back, we're going to put him on a wheel route. And this is going to be really good versus both man and zone. He absolutely fries man. And if they're in the wrong shell for zone coverage, he's going to beat zone pretty badly as well. So this is a route you should be implementing in any of your route combinations, whatever formation you're in. And you can do it on any play because he's a hot route. So let's go ahead and get this deep half safety out of the way by streaking the tight end, even though he just got beat really badly or like pressed really badly. As you can see, he's going to beat his man. And this is a linebacker. It doesn't really matter. I can put a safety there in a second. But you see how he just gets away from the safety? Gets away from the linebacker, I should say. I'll put a safety in right now just to show you that I'm not capping. So we'll go ahead and do the same play. We'll do cover 2 man. Let's go ahead and put a safety there. I don't know how fast this guy is, but just to prove my point. Let's do it again. See, it doesn't really make a difference. He's going to torch him pretty much every single time, especially the shaded down man. It's not very good against this wheel. But yeah, that's going to be it for our running back. Next up, we're going to talk about wide receiver zigs, or just zigs in general. And the reason that this might be the best route in the game at beating man coverage is mainly the ease of access and the fact that it can even beat shaded down man. Now, shaded down man can do a really good job against it, and he really does jam the absolute crap out of him. But you can still win on zigs. And I'd say this is a route that you for sure need to implement into any route combination that you put on the field. So one thing I want to show you real quick is that the Patriots receivers are really kind of mid. Really wanted DeAndre Hopkins. I'm a Patriots fan, and it kind of hurts my feelings that he didn't join our team. Benny, if you're watching this, fuck you. But Devontae Parker, these top 3 guys are not very fast. 87, 88, 88. Then we look at their short route running. Devontae Parker's a 77. They're all just kind of mid, unfortunately. So just to show you that the route running doesn't really matter here. And he's not going to win every single time, especially not Devontae Parker. But that's the kind of separation you're looking at. And against off coverage, he's really going to fry. And I can actually show you that in a second. But as you can see, he does gain the separation. This shaded down press man is doing a really good job at containing these kind of mid receivers. So right there, you see the running back angle wins. But let me show you against like off coverage. This shaded down man, you're not going to see all the time because people are wanting to kind of blitz. And that's not going to be shaded down man. So we'll go to halfback angle. And then we'll just do like cover 1 hole. Okay, so run the same route combination. You're going to see this is kind of like the separation you're going to get when they play off coverage. Or if they just play like shaded up, shaded outside, or shaded up, shaded inside. That's kind of what you're going to see because people want to blitz. So right there, they did a really good job at taking away the zig. Like I said, nothing is 100% in this game in regards to beating man coverage. But these routes that I'm talking about today are all good routes that you need to be using. So right there, he took it away again. Mac Jones, great throw. You can also implement a motion. You can do it like this. It's one of the best motion routes in my opinion. So just like this. An overall amazing route. Just trust me, put it on the field. Now, before I get into the final breakdown, just letting you guys know again that I dropped my Cincinnati Bengals offense on acemadden.com. It mainly covers single back wing flex close and gun wing slot offset. We'll be adding some 3 wide receiver sets sometime next week, which is going to be the week of August 21st. It's going to make your life so much easier, guys. If you guys are struggling on offense for whatever reason, I mean, honestly, offense is kind of easy right now. But if you just want like a balanced approach of like really good runs and really good passes, this is a good offense for you. And you gain access to every single ebook on the site by becoming a member. Just use code ACE for 15% off at checkout. Let's go ahead and get into it. The final route I'm going to talk about are going to be wide receiver crossers. So this is similar to the running back angle route in regards to not every formation has one. And you do need like a slot apprentice to put it on the field in any formation. But it is a common enough route for you to kind of build around. And what we're going to do is just clear out just in case it's zone, which we know it's not because we came out in 2-man under, but just do something like this, right? Snap it, and you're going to see that we do gain separation on this crosser. Again, it's never going to be 100% of the time, but it is one of the best routes in the game at getting chunk yardage against man coverage. So right here, I don't know what that was. Mac, I love you, man, but never do that again. Do it again. Thank you, Mac. So as you can see, I mean, it's historically one of the best routes in the game. One more time. No separation this time. I wouldn't actually throw that. As you can see, he batted away. And this game is just really inconsistent in that regard. You can't count on routes to actually beat man. You have to watch it. It's kind of like real life. You have to see if he separates before you throw it. Right here, again, shouldn't have thrown it. Just use your eyes and then make a good decision. Just make sure he has a couple yards of separation before you decide to launch that thing. One more time, just for good measure. He gets a good release. And there we go. So yeah, that's going to be it for 5 routes that beat man coverage. There's definitely more in the game that beats man coverage. And if you guys want me to post those, just drop a like so I know that you guys want to see it, or you can just drop a comment as well. And then subscribe for more Madden 24 content. And as always, if you need additional help, acemadden.com. Use my Cincinnati Bengals offensive scheme. I'll see you guys tomorrow.